2 days before President John F. Kennedy was killed, I was lying on the side of a lonely Louisiana highway, bruised, bleeding, and dazed. My name was Melba Christine Marcatus, but most folks came to know me as Rose Cheramie. I'd been on the road with 2 men from Florida heading toward Dallas. Somewhere along the way, we fought. They threw me out of the car and left me there like I was nothing. When the police found me, I must have looked like just another junkie, rambling nonsense. But when I told Lieutenant Francis Frug what those men had said, he froze. I told him they were going to pick up some money, pick up my baby, and kill Kennedy. That's right, kill the president. It was November 20th, 1963. Frug didn't know what to make of it, but he took me to the Jackson State Hospital. I told the nurses the same thing, again and again, that the president was going to be murdered in Dallas. And when the news came in days later that Kennedy had been shot, those nurses remembered my name. Years later, Lieutenant Frug and Dr. Victor Weiss, the man who treated me, both told investigators that I had warned them before it happened. Dr. Weiss said he couldn't remember the exact day, but he knew I spoke those words before the 22nd. Frug even went looking for the men I'd mentioned. A bar owner named Mac Manuel remembered them. He picked their faces out from mugshots. Cuban exiles named Sergio Arcacha Smith and another man Frug called Asanta, maybe Emilio Santana, both tied to anti-Castro operations. 2 years later, in 1965, my story ended the same way it began. On a Texas highway. Another car. Another strike. Only this time, my skull was crushed. I didn't make it to dawn. They called me a drifter, a junkie, a liar. But I tried to warn them, and nobody listened.